Hey everyone, peace. How y'all doing this evening? Hey y'all, it's Wednesday. You know, I do videos every Wednesday and Sunday. I post my videos. Come on in, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good tonight. Let's more take a little more time to get my stuff together here. Hey, how was y'all Wednesday today? It's July the 10th of 2024 tonight. And y'all free to ask me any questions in the chat while I'm getting ready. And as you know, the title is about Black people are hoarders too. So, hey, do y'all got any hoarders in your family? Um, are they young or are they older people in your family? A lot of people don't like talking about hoarders and how does it have an effect on the family. And being a hoarder is a mental disorder, and a lot of people just think, oh, the person just don't want to clean up. They just messy. They just, they use the term they're nasty. No, that's not it. If someone's a hoarder, there's a whole line of reasons why they're like that. And tonight, I'm gonna go through as much as possible. And y'all, I wish I had a higher chair. Or do I have a higher chair? I'm gonna have to go out to my car to get it. Let me see. If I go up this high, I think that'll be better if I went up higher. But we okay. I'm just gonna work. We're gonna rock with this tonight. Okay, I just want to get on the subject. Hi, if y'all don't know me, if y'all new here, my name is Melva. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please, if this video is about Black people or hoarders or hoarding too, and the reason why. If you have them in your family, put it in the chat. Say, tell me who they is it. What related is your mother? Is your grandmother? Is your brother? And tell me about their age group in the chat. Or in the comments below, and please like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button, and so you get notifications about all the different subjects I do. Look in my bio; it'll tell you more about what kind of videos I do. I usually just like to do common sense videos, the things that I've been on my journey and that I can speak about. I can't speak about stuff that I don't know. So I'm passing on the information and knowledge that I have for myself. And so with that being said, the more I give, the more I give out, the more I'm gonna get in. So I do know about the laws of how the transfer of the universe. And so I think that's a great thing to do, to be a service to people. And so I'm gonna use the thing I got. I got a lot of how can I say this? I've been on a journey in life, and I done had a lot of experience and went through a lot. And so I'm able to now give that information out to help others because I've been through these things. Okay, let's get on about hoarders. Okay, in this pertaining at this moment, we're talking about Black people. A lot of Black people don't like to talk about hoarders. Like, for instance, you remember Fred Sanford? I believe that was a form of hoarding. I really did. But he did have a junkyard. But it was just stuff all out there all the time. Anytime you pull up and you see a whole bunch of cars or signs in people's yard, barns, they're hoarders. And then you go in the house. Okay, it's kind of okay if you got a business and you run in it. But when you go into their home, and you see the same thing going on and there ain't no business going on, you might just have a problem. Somebody may be going through some mental issues at that point in time. Okay. Okay, this is pertaining to Black people, and I read this. This is on a line, and this is coming from this is about a study that was done at Yale. This is pertaining to Black people. According to a 2006 study, 50%, 56% of African American participants in a study have hoarding compulsions, as indicated by the Yale Brown Obsessive Compulsive Scale. People with hoarding compulsions were more likely to have anxiety related disorders and may also experience indecisiveness, slowness, and doubt. Again, people that have hoarding issues, they deal with anxiety, they deal with slowness, indecisiveness, and doubt. And they may also have a lower level of education and income than those without hoarding behaviors. Okay, African Americans with obsessive compulsive, why do you use African American? Black people with obsessive compulsive disorders, OCD, and hoarding behaviors may also have a high rate of contamination symptoms and excessive concerns about animals than white patients with OCD. They may also be more likely to rely on a spouse or partner for financial support. Hoarding disorders is characterized by excessive saving behavior and a refusal to discard items, which can cause significant distress and impairment in social and work life. In severe cases, hoarding can lead to health risks such as fires, falling, poor sanitation, and infestation. Whoa. Nobody want all that in their house going on. They really don't. But hey, that's what goes along with it. Another thing I know about hoarding, I see some hoarding that goes. I have on my. The reason why I want to talk about this because I have on my father's side of the family. There's several of those people in that family have hoarding issues, and I don't think that they have nipped it in the bud or as far as trying to deal with it. There's a problem when there's mounds and mounds of things and you only got one pathway to get through somewhere. Again, that is a part of the OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. And I do know depression is related with it as well, which I'm going to go get into more in depth on that part. But yes, hoarding is a situation where people get it for various reasons. It starts in the childhood. Some trauma may occur. It's just a whole different reasons. I got so much written down, and I've been studying this for a long time. When I went to college, I do have a bachelor's degree in psychology, so it's something I'm very passionate about and interested in. So that's why I'm going over this tonight, and I want to share this with everybody, and I hope it does someone some good out there. Okay, what makes someone become a hoarder? Some researchers believe hoarding can relate to childhood experiences of lost things, not owning things, or people not caring for you. This might include experiences like money worries or living in poverty in childhood, having your belongings taken or thrown away by someone. And of course, we need to go ahead and give the definition of hoarding. Hoarding, this is what's in the dictionary: a persistent difficulty discarding or parting with possessions because of perceived need to save them. Again, a persistent difficulty discarding or parting with possessions because of perceived need to save them. Hoarding disorder is classified as being part of the obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, spectrum, which is an anxiety disorder. It's an anxiety disorder. Something has is done happen. It's triggering, and that's what caused it. Y'all got to put alcohol on my nose. I don't know why it's itching tonight, but we gonna get through this like I always do. If y'all seen this other video on here, go check it out. It's about me about my nose. It itches sometimes, but we're gonna get through this. Yes, we are. We're gonna get through this. I'm all right. I'm gonna be all right. I got my alcohol. Whew. Shake it off. Okay, what's next? What I wanted to talk about. Okay, we talk about the definition. We want to know some of the what it is and the causes of it. There's stages of it. Stages of hoarding. There's 5 stages, y'all. Hoarding are a minimum clutter. There's mild clutter. There's moderate clutter. There's severe clutter, and there's extreme clutter. Signs of hoarding include acquisition clutter, difficulty discarding, disorganization, difficulty with decision making, social isolation, and impairment. Um, those are the stages of hoarding. And I have wrote down what ages they started. Let me get to the nitty gritty. Let me get into that part, then I'll go back and backtrack to this other part, get more into the mental concerns and how to fix it. Let me get to it here. Okay, I'm gonna do some signs of hoarding. Signs of hoarding. They keep or collect items that may have little or no monetary value. I've seen all that. I've seen um, someone that hoarded in my family. She would save old fingernail polish. It was and probably had it for 25 years on her dresser, and it was hard. It was no good. It was just nothing going on with it. And then if you ask, you know, can you have it or something, or could you take it with you, or want to? Hey, God forbid if you ask, could you throw it away? You might get choked out. But it was just old stuff like that on the just mounds and mounds and mounds of nail polish. I remember that part. And if you're a family member of mine, you know who I'm talking about. And among other things was up on that dresser, just mounds and mounds and days and years or months of different colors. And it was driving me crazy to think about that. But okay, someone who has hoarding disorder may typically keep or collect items that may have little or no monetary value. Bingo. Such as junk mail, carrier bags, or items that intend to reuse or repair. Find it hard to categorize or organize items. Have difficulty making decisions. Struggle to manage everyday tasks such as cooking, cleaning, and paying bills. Become extremely attached to items, refusing to let anyone touch or borrow them. Have poor relationships with families or friends. Hoarding can start as early as teenage years, and it gets noticeable with age. From many hoarding become more problematic in older age. But the problem usually is well established by that time. Yeah, by that time, it's pretty much been there for a long time. Maybe somebody been covering it up for them. Yeah, again, a lot of these hoarders, they have a spouse or somebody that take care of the financial needs of the home because they certainly can't or don't want to. Okay, these are the main things that people who are hoarding. Black people may hoard. Some of these hoarding is newspapers, magazines, cars, books, clothes, leaflets and letters, including junk mail, bills and receipts, containers, including plastic bags and cardboard boxes, household supplies. Y'all know something else? people be hoarding, but I would say more white people be hoarding animals like cats and dogs and stuff. They can't get enough of them. Uh, Black people mainly. I've seen things like I think dolls is a form of hoarding. I believe people that people went through the depression, that probably held on to seeds and stuff like that. They probably held on to like any type of buttons and needles, um, just anything. Some people hoard bread. The wrapper that wrapped around the bread, the bread ties. They hoard those. Black people got a tremendous problem. I think this is in everybody kitchen. The plastic bags from when grocery shopping, we got to stop hoarding them. We really do. We got to stop hoarding the plastic, y'all. Let's stop hoarding the plastics. Can we stop? Can we stop hoarding the plastic? Can we stop hoarding the plastics, y'all? We need to stop hoarding the plastic bags from the grocery store. Let's make an executive decision that we're going to stop hoarding plastic bags. Okay. Let's see what else it's talking about. Okay, let's talk about why hoarding is a problem. Uh, it's a problem for several reasons. It can take over the person's life, making it very difficult for them to get around their house. It can cause their work performance, personal hygiene, and relationships to suffer. The person hoarding is usually reluctant or unable to help visitors or even allow tradesmen and carry out essential repairs. They don't want nobody in their house saying all that crazy stuff, lined up against the wall, and can't even got one little path to walk through. 9 times out of 10, they can't even get in their bathroom. They don't want nobody in there repairing that stuff. They don't want nobody seeing what's in there and how they got it. So I'm telling you, I done seen it. I know people that are hoarders. Let's get through this, y'all. Let's get through it. I'm gonna get through it. Hey, sound. And when you think about it, it's depressing, isn't it? Depressing? Question mark? Or should I underline that? Or should I put it in bold? Okay, let me get on through this and quit playing around being silly. Okay. They don't want nobody there. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. It's very difficult for them to get around their house. It can cause work performance, personal hygiene, relationships to suffer. The person hoarding is usually reluctant and unable to have visitors. And another thing, they don't want nobody in their house. You go out with them, they don't want you in the house. They ain't gonna let you in there. And when you find out, that'll probably be the end of that relationship. Because you see somebody that looks like got some batshit crazy, okay? And have visitors or even allow tradesmen to carry out essential repairs, which can cause isolation and loneliness. That's sad there. They don't want nobody in and out of there because they afraid that someone's gonna probably go in there and see it and call them folks in on them and have them do a wellness check, in which they should. The color can pose a health risk to the person and anyone who lives in or visits their home. For example, make cleaning very difficult, leading to unhygienic conditions and encouraging rodents or insect infestations. Be a fire risk and block exits in the event of a fire. Causes trips and fall over, collapse on people if it kept in a large pile. It is a terrible condition because it is mental illness. Let's make this clear. It's OCD, you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with depression, and deep down there was some kind of trauma or loss that occurred to these people within their childhood years. And it is really a serious mental disorder. And as you know, as I go along, and it's very difficult to treat. Okay, um, let me get to my notes about what I discovered about why people have it, um, and where it comes from the studies with Yale. Um, it's a mental health problem associated with hoarding, includes severe depression, um, psychotic disorders such as schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder. Um, what other notes do I have about it? Okay, and on the age that it starts, hoarding usually starts around age 15 to 19, and it tends to get worse with age. Hoarding is more common in older adults than it is in younger adults. Um, and this is what makes some people become hoarders. Some researchers believe hoarding can relate to childhood experiences, like I'm just backtracking on back on that of losses, loses things, not owning things. So maybe the child lost a lot of things in life. They could have lost a parent. It could have been death in the family. Something very tragic happened. Uh, they're not owning things, or people not caring for them. Again, people just not caring for them. They could be in poverty, or they never had anything. No one never gave them anything that cared about them. They always was in lack and in poverty. um, Hoarding affects three times as many people ages from age 55 to 94, and as it does those ages 34 to 44. So that's when you really start seeing it. But in their teenage years, you start seeing signs that they just might not be just be a slob. They may be dealing with some anxiety and get into this disorder. Some people develop a hoarding disorder after experiencing a stressful life event that they had difficulty with coping with, such as a death of a loved one. I just said that. And other reasons: altered brain connections, genetics, stress, OCD, environmental factors, and altered altered levels of serotonin that can cause hoarding as well. So and more and more I get into it, I mean it's really serious. I be trying to laugh about it a little bit. I have to put a little jokes in it because it really can take you down to a depression, because this is the people that are hoarders are depressed. They're severely depressed. Don't hey, don't let them fool you. They are severely depressed people. Okay, let's get into how it's treated and the root of it. Um, oh yeah. Are most hoarders male or female, you think? Put it in the comments. I'm gonna let y'all think about that for a moment. Are more hoarders male or female? Drop it down in the comment. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all epidemiological. I don't know what in the world is this word. It's epidemiological. Epidemiological studies have found that hoarding is twice as common in males. What did y'all put in in the comments? Although clinic studies on hoarding tend to be predominantly female, suggesting that male hoarders are significantly understudied and untreated in population. I can believe. I can feel that. I believe more men are more depressed than women. And I believe more men deal with more anxiety than women do too. So I can see why it can be a lot of men dealing with these hoarding disorders. Do y'all think hoarders are happy? Yes or no? Put it in the comments. Make a comment. Do you think hoarders are happy? I'll give you a chance to write in the comments. Give you about 30 seconds. It can be created emotional distress in the person with the condition as well as family members. And friends hoarding disorder often occurs with other mental health conditions. Or narcissistic hoarder. Now we're getting on narcissistic people, narcissistic personality disorder as well. I know some of y'all know Norks. Me personally, I don't give a damn about a Nork. I'll eat a Nork for lunch. I don't care about them, but they don't bother me whatsoever. I know these days and time, everybody talking about this, Nork that, and the only thing I gotta say is a hell with a Nork. They don't bother me one bit. You hear me? Not one iota, not one bit. But we're gonna talk about how it ties in with the narcissistic disorder or narcissist hoarders. Narcissists feel empty on the inside. I know that, and they try to fill that emptiness with stuff. Um, Psychologists say that narcissists like nice things for appearance sake, but the need is deeper than that. People who have a robust sense of self should be less likely to be materialistic or hoarding. Do hoarders have bipolar? Do y'all think hoarders are bipolar? I'm gonna let y'all have a chance to talk about that. Do you think hoarders are bipolar? Put that down in the comments. Do, 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 do. We're doing Jeopardy. Do, 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 do. Okay, the study says, hey, y'all ready? Hoarding often runs in families and can frequently accompany other mental health disorders like depression. Bingo. Who knows that? Everybody knows they're depressed. Look, you can look at them and tell that. Living in a house that's got all this stuff stacked up and barely got a walkway. They can't even get in there to cook. Can't even get in the bathroom to take a shit. So yeah, they are highly depressed. Depression, social anxiety, bipolar, and then impulse control problems, whatever that may be, and whatever that entails. Let's see. What else I want you to talk about? Okay, let's talk about the treatment of it. What do y'all believe the treatment for people with a hoarder? Have y'all ever seen that show where the hoarder people, the people pull up and they have all them big old blue environmental trucks where they got all these hazmat on, all these gloves on, and they in there trying to clean up these folks' house, and the people, the hoarder is having a breakdown outside. They can't get rid of it. They have mounds and mounds and mounds of stuff, and they trying to save. The hoarders want to save everything, and the therapist out there trying to talk to them and trying to give them some, say, hey, can you let this go? Can you let this go? And so some of them are so OCD and they want to hold on to their stuff so bad they will have anxiety attacks. They will darn near have a stroke. Some of them have stroked out by seeing their stuff being loaded up and taken away. It's hazmat. The houses are falling down. The city has came and said No more. And I actually know somebody in my family had their house burnt down. Okay. And y'all know, if y'all my family members, y'all know who it is. But anyway, people in the family gonna have to get some real good. They need. I mean, they need therapy. If you've got family members like this, they need help. They need therapy. It's a deep rooted problem that they've been having this since they're little kids. That it's stuffed it down in them, and it's done turned into depression, anxiety, OCD, and it's just and it's. I mean, they're hoarders. They're just hoarders. It's a mental disorder, and don't think it's just something that they don't clean up. They just have a they have a mental disorder. They need help. And usually it runs in the family. They probably had a parent that's also a hoarder as well. Okay. The best treatment for people with that are hoarders or hoarding is cognitive behavior therapy. They call it CBT. CBT is a type of talking therapy that aims to help you manage your problems by changing how you think. Changing how you think is cognitive and act behavior, and how you act is behavior. And it encourages you to talk about how you think about yourself, self talk. And check out my self talk video with Muhammad Ali. He was the best self talker ever. Okay. I love Muhammad Ali. I'm looking for a man like Muhammad Ali. I like his style, baby. I love Muhammad Ali's style. Okay, let's get back on the subject. I want to talk about Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali and what's this guy? The black guy, the light skinned guy that played with Bruce Lee in The Last Dragon. Kelly, what's his first name? His last name was Kelly. Oh my gosh, I love him. I just love Muhammad Ali and Kelly. I'm trying to think of his first name. Y'all, if it comes, put it in the comments if y'all can remember his name. It'll come to me because I'm going to show y'all a picture of him here. Let me get through this and I'll show a picture of him. Who, even as a 6 or 7 year old girl, I was so little. I was like, oh my God, I really like him. My parents didn't know it. I was watching those kung fu movies. They didn't know it, but oh, I really liked him. I love a man that does martial arts too. Okay, let's get back to the cognitive behavior therapy. Regular sessions in CBT, long periods of time are usually necessary and will almost always need to include some home-based session working directly in clutter. This required motivation, commitment, and patience as get over this way. And organizational skills help them overcome urges to save and ultimately clear the clutter room by room. The therapist won through anything away, but will help guide. Okay, the therapist won't throw anything away, but will help guide and encourage the person to do so. They didn't do the encouragement part. The therapist can also help the person develop decision making strategies while identifying and challenging underlying beliefs that contribute to the hoarding problem. The person gradually becomes better at throwing things away, learning, and nothing terrible happens when they do, and becomes better at organizing items, and they insist on keeping. At the end of treatment, the person may not have cleared all their clutter, but they will have the gain a better understanding of the problem. They will have a plan to help continue to build on their success and avoid slipping back into their old ways. Also, cognitive behavior therapy is focused on how your thoughts and beliefs and attitude affects your feelings and behavior. Evidence suggests that both individual and group cognitive behavior therapy can help. So, individuals themselves, either with a group or by themselves, whatever a hoarder decides to do, it's going to help them. And these are terms that you're never supposed to use when you're dealing with a hoarder. Okay, you don't need to be saying stuff like possessions is junk, junk or rubbish. I'm laughing because that's probably one of the first thing I would do. Get this junk out of here. What the hell is wrong with you? Get this shit out of here now. That would be me. You're driving people crazy. What the hell wrong with you? What's going on? Anyway, hey, I'm not trying to laugh because this, like I said, this is a depressing topic that, but I feel like I need to do it. Okay, do not be calling it junk or rubbish. This shows you don't understand their connection to the objects or why they want to help them. They will be less likely to open up to you if you talk about their things this way. So you can't be running around here telling people to get this shit out of here. This is some bullshit. This is rubbish. You's a nasty MFer and all this stuff. You can't be using those terms. You just can't be doing it. Black people, the black people that have hoarder problems, you just can't be talking to them like that. Don't talk to them like that. Don't talk crazy to them like you want to. I know you want to talk crazy to them, but you can't be talking crazy to them. Okay. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably would talk. This would not be my field. I wouldn't too be understanding when I start seeing junk. It start giving me anxiety. So I'll be wanting it gone, gone, gone. Okay. What else do I need? Okay, what y'all put in the chat? Was it of male or females y'all thought? Put that in the comments. Do you feel that hoarders are narcissists? Put that in there. And do you feel they're bipolar? Put it in the comments. And what else I want to say? Let me find this picture of this guy that I was going to tell you about before I get off of here. That I told y'all I love Muhammad Ali. Well, now I like Chris Brown and the Kelly guy that what is his damn name? That played the Bruce Lee movie, the Enter the Dragon. Let me see. Let me find it. There it is. What was his name? There, Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly, y'all. Oh, I wish y'all could see it. The glare. Jim Kelly. I had a crush on him when I was like 6 years old. And I knew I liked men that like had martial arts. By the way, my husband, he was into martial arts. Isn't that something? Yeah. He was born May the 5th, 1946. He was a Taurus. He died June 29th, 2023. Rest in peace, Jim Kelly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Look at it. It's one of my favorite pictures of him right here. Y'all see that? Jim Kelly. Don't let me pull up Muhammad Ali. But y'all, this is what my video about hoarders. I don't see if I forgot anything to talk about. Let's see here. I think I discussed everything. Told y'all that what was the causes and it can happen, the stages, everything. I said everything I needed to say. The age groups that it was happening, the reason why people could be a reason. There's multiple reasons why people become hoarders, and it is genetic. By the way, if your mama was a hoarder or your daddy is a hoarder, it's a good chance you can become a hoarder as well. So you just better hope your parents. You get with a parent that is OCD, that's clean freak, and you get a parent that's a hoarder. You maybe it'll balance out because the one that's a clean freak gonna balance the other one out, and even though both of them are OCD, got a obsessive compulsive disorder, but at least the house will be clean. I think that's the best way it's going to work out. One of them want to hoard, the other one want to clean. And the clean one is going to always make sure that the one that want to hoard stuff is put up out the way, and they can't hoard in a person's house like that. So, y'all, I'm gonna come into the end of the conclusion of the video. It's time to end there. But if y'all have any questions, concerns, or you can inbox me. My email is in my bio. If y'all want to donate to me, my cash app is $ Melba Kennedy. I put it up here in the comments. It's also in my bio. Y'all also can donate to me through Venmo. What else I got up there? Cash App, Venmo. My website is melbapeachcandle.com. If y'all know me, y'all know I do candles and wax melts and bath salts. What else did I got? And check me out on Facebook, Melba Peach Candle Company. And that's the conclusion of this video. Until the next video, y'all. Peace.